So since I got into hard mode, the old one's army has upgraded, and I went ahead and I tested it out with my snowball cannons, which I was using in pre-hard mode. Basically, the turret itself does the same amount of damage as the Knight's Edge, but then also while I'm clicking it, I can use another weapon, and it was working pretty good, honestly. It was keeping up a bit, until we got around wave 6, which normally is the last wave in the event, but since getting upgraded, it is no longer the last wave, and I got overwhelmed, and I died. Which begs the question, how do we beat this event now that those don't work anymore? And I came up with a pretty good idea. Something that also works in Shimmer. And I'm going to test multiple other things, but we need to go back a little bit. The event doesn't get upgraded when you go into hard mode. It gets upgraded when you kill a mech boss. So, how did I beat a mech boss? Well, we gotta go even further back now. I was trying to make my world look more symmetrical. I realized that half my base just looked weird. Like, I have this middle area, and then I have, like, this area on the right. Millie, stop snoring. Now, at the same time, I was, kind of not organizing stuff in my base anymore. I kind of ran out of chest room, and I was just putting stuff anywhere. So I figured I'd add an area on the left, a storage area. So I just built up a nice little overhang, put some platforms, a waterfall, and bam. Now I had an extra storage area. But I was looking at my map, and now the symmetry was really standing out and calling to me. I had my centerpiece, and now I had two overhangs on either side of my base, but I had a giant arena on the right side of my base, and nothing on the left side. So I wanted to make another arena. I didn't know what for. I thought of it as like a boss arena, I guess. That's like the best I had in mind. Because, you know, maybe I don't want to walk around honey boulders while fighting a boss. You know what I mean? Maybe I just want like a normal arena. So my idea for this arena was to have a nice big area with some castles and stuff as like a background feature. And then just like a nice big open space where I could fight bosses. Just in case I ever want to do like the Pumpkin Moon in the future too without any traps. I just want like a normal arena that looks cool. And I've been really into the dark fantasy type of aesthetic recently. So I was like, okay, like a castle would be cool. So as I'm building this thing, I get this message that the destroyer's coming. And luckily, I already thought about this before. The destroyer, unfortunately, is just one of the most obviously cheesable bosses in the game. So I didn't really have like a crazy smart strategy versus him. I was just using the normal strategy where if you go up in the air, he can't reach you. I made my arena like pretty high up, so there was a giant open space under my arena. And all I had to do was use a cannon facing upwards, just placing cannonballs while I was in a box, and nothing could really touch me for the most part. And I just sat there doing damage to the dude. If any probe came close, I just switched my weapon and killed it. And the destroyer went down pretty much easy as heck. I wish I could have came up with a cooler method. You know, like in this series, I like to be creative and also efficient. With the destroyer, it's really just not creative at all. It's just efficient. Almost too efficient. Like, this wasn't even really fun. I just murdered him. Many of you already know about the TNT method where you sit in the air and throw TNT onto a chest, and that'll kill him too. So I really just changed it by using a cannon instead. But now that he was dead, the second phase of the old one's army was now unlocked, and I was ready to start getting creative. Introducing the cannon. This is a weapon we all know about. It's known for its extremely high damage, but its like inability to actually be used in combat. I mean, you're not going to be tilting this thing trying to attack like the twins. So it's just really cool. It's a really cool item. Not very useful. But the old one's army only come from your left and right. So if we just set up two of these cannons, would it be broken? That's what I was wondering. Now, we're not just using them normal. We're also going to be replacing the snowball cannons with these cannons, meaning that we're on a shimmer lake. So does shimmer affect cannonballs, and how so? Like, how does it change them? I'm not a scientist, but here's what I found out. First of all, cannons bounce off a shimmer. If you shoot them straight up, they don't bounce for that long. They get like 3 bounces in. If you shoot them sideways, they get a whole bunch of bounces in. And after about 10 seconds of bouncing in the shimmer, they will despawn. Now that's not all that important. I mean, it's a core element of the strategy, right? But what was extremely important that I found out is that when you shoot a cannon at an enemy, it doesn't blow up when it hits the enemy. I thought the cannons blew up when they hit enemies. They don't. They pierce the first enemy, the second enemy, and a third enemy before hitting a fourth enemy, and that's when they blow up. Meaning that this makes a prime candidate for the shimmer strategy. Think about it. If we just shot a bunch of cannons like straight up and created a wall of cannonballs, If they just broke on the first hit, it wouldn't be that good. But because they pierce, it's just like a piercing wall of damage that's constantly going on. Each cannonball can hit 3 enemies, actually 4 enemies, and deal damage to a crowd. So if you have like 20 cannonballs, it would be insanely good. But how much are we gonna have to change the arena to make this work? I don't know. This was my first test trying this method out. Whoa, whoa! This dude, Rune Wizard. What are you doing here, fatty? I'm lucky I didn't die there. The contact damage of a Rune Wizard is like an instant death, by the way. Anyways, I don't think this is gonna go well at all. I think this is gonna go very poorly because the thing about cannonballs, right? Let me get them going. Okay, you see they work great, but we have literally no way, absolutely no way to fight the guys flying in the air. My minions do not fly, so they can't take out the flying guys. And I have to hold the cannonballs in my hand to use the cannon. Unlike the snow turret, you can use another weapon with a snow turret. The cannonball, you can only use the cannon, and I think it's going to be bad because of that. The flying dudes are just going to sweep over me and destroy me. And I need some lights in this place, dude. I should have done that. You can't see nothing, bro. Alright, here come the flying dudes. I'm going to tilt the cannon. I'm going to tilt the cannon. It's hitting them. Let's go. Oh, wait, tilt this cannon. Oh. Oh, wait, you can? Okay, so you can tilt the cannons. That's something I just thought about, which is very useful. Okay, let's try to get this dude. Yep, the cannons hit him. Tilt the cannons again. Alright. This place is really dark. I'm gonna have to brighten it up. And I'm not sure what even happened there. But I think the cannons do have potential because you can turn them. Maybe we should just have them always angled higher then. Might as well. I mean, what's the downside having them angled higher? Not too much. I might do slightly less damage. Alright, we're looking good. I'm really just looking at my map for this. It's really hard to see though. Dude, I think I just saw some of the cannonballs like sitting in place, bouncing up and down. It's so hard to see, but yeah, look. They just sit in place and bounce up and down. That's huge. Wait, maybe this is the best strategy. If we just shoot a bunch, they come right to the edge of the shimmer and bounce up and down. Wow. Oh, forgot to place some turrets. Whoa, we have a cobalt glider in the ceiling. Oh no. What do we even do about him? Oh, the geyser got him. Yo, that's the first time I've ever seen the geyser do good. That's the first, I'm not gonna lie, it's the first time the geysers ever had any success ever. Wait, actually, I don't think it was the geyser. I think they blew themselves up by hitting a block. Alright, we really gotta work these cannons. Get the mana, get the mana, get the mana, get the mana. Whoa! That was close. Alright, here we go. Wave 6. This is as far as we got last time. Start shooting these cannons. Wish my map was bigger, but oh well. I'm just really looking at this map. Oh, that dude got knocked the frick out. Alright, right side, right side. We had a glider coming in. He died. Guys, I'm sorry you guys can't see much. Oh, the wave ended. That was the quickest thing I've seen in my life. Wait, it's destroying them. It's so good. Alright. Collect up all the mana. We need this. We need this to work. Of course. The boulders drop down in front of me as I'm trying to grab it. We don't even have time to grab it. Oh, the ogre's here. Oh, ogre's coming. I'm not. I'm getting back in place. I'm using the cannons only. Map is zoomed in as maximum as it can be, apparently. Ogre's here. Those guys died. Okay, guys on the right are dying. Dude, we have weird things crawling up to us. Hopefully my minions take them out, because... they're... Dude, they need to die. I have to angle the cannons. Okay, they died? Ah! Oh, the ogre's in the shimmer. I didn't even see him. Wait, why does he go for a swim? That's actually so bad, though, because now he's here. Bro is cheating! Bro is cheating! Turn the cannon! Bro genuinely is cheating. I think he dies, though. They're not even attacking me. He died. Oh, I got a bow. We beat it. I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Okay, so post-editing Wild here, I felt like I didn't really mention why I was doing this invasion, and I just wanted to mention it before the video continues, right? I want to get all the rare and random and just very unique underused items in this event. And I'm going to use one of them at least next episode. And I'm just trying to collect everything, but I haven't really used much of this Dungeon Defender stuff before. So our goal isn't just to do it one time, find a way to beat it once, twice. Our goal is to find a way to continuously beat it and get enough medals to buy everything. I feel like that should be mentioned right about now, so yeah. Let's continue. Alright, so once it was done, I was a little confused by like the results of what I just saw. I mean, the ogre was swimming, the damage was crazy, but overall, I just really couldn't see what was happening because the background is so black and dark, and if I had a nickel for every quarter, or wait. If I had a nickel for every cannonball I saw during that fight, I'd have about 6 nickels. Wait, did I say that wrong again? Wait, six nickels, 4 quarters. Like, anyways, I couldn't see the cannonballs and I didn't really know how the strategy was working. So I wanted to add a background to this place. I decided to do just like a simple castle theme in this, you know, in the spirit of Dungeon Defenders. I used ebonstone bricks, sandstone bricks, and stone brick, all painted gray, and it looked literally beautiful as heck. Yo, where are my dudes? I'm playing Summoner. I'm playing Summoner. I kept the shape of the arena pretty much the same, but I got rid of like the top part. Made a couple towers. I put the towers exactly where I thought the cannonballs would be bouncing up and down. So hopefully now we can see it happen. And yeah, it was just turning out incredibly beautiful. Like, I thought it looked pretty empty on the left and right though, in between. So I put like a wooden fence, and that just brought everything together. I have no idea what that wooden fence is. Like, what even is that? Is that like a freaking teleline pole thing? Like, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Added a couple overhangs on the sides though, and some lights, and it looked just amazing, dude. I even put a crystal at the very top. It wasn't a very detailed crystal. I used 2 different colors of paint, and I thought it looked decent, so yeah. I go to do the invasion again, and I went to set up my camera. I have this camera mod that lets me put my screen in place. So I went to set up my screen to the left. That way I could grab B-roll shots of like the cannonballs. And while doing that, I fell into the shimmer. Wait, did I just fall through the shimmer? Oh my gosh. Bro, where am I? Do I got torches? On the ogre wave. So I couldn't see if we could beat it. But then I did the invasion again. Alright, my minions should take care of that dude. They're not. Toxicart. Wait, why am I slowed? Oh, he's in the shimmer again. He's chucking his stuff at me. There is a bird. I was hoping my minions would kill it. I don't know why they're not. I died. I think he might die, though. I mean, how would he die, though? Yeah, So if you didn't catch what happened there, I got knocked into my own fire from the geysers, which cut up my HP, and then the ogre just touched me. And just like that, boom, boom. Which made me realize, like, man, these geysers haven't done a single thing since the day they were born. I decided, like, let's just get rid of them from the middle. Now, I think the strategy can get a whole lot better. And the way I was gonna try to improve this arena was by using teleporters. I was thinking, like, bro, wait. What if we could teleport half of the invasion on the right side to the left side? And that way we only have to use one cannon instead of having to worry about both sides. And that's a lot of work. But maybe we could just have like one teleporter to teleport the ogre away, so when he gets close we have more time. That was another idea. But the first thing I had to see was even like if teleporters worked in the invasion, or if we teleport the guys from the right to the left, would they go into their phase mode? You know, like these goblins have a phase mode where if they're like out of alignment with the crystal, they start to just go through blocks and like be an idiot and float and stuff, as a way to kind of prevent people from cheesing this. So I set up some teleporters and started an invasion, and it turns out teleporters actually don't work during this event, which is a crazy feature. I mean, they caught me. They caught me, okay? They got me.
Breaking news. The authorities have now apprehended the suspect. 43-year-old Wild LMAO was arrested and detained for allegedly trying to use teleporters to break the game, under the guise of what he likes to call pushing Terraria's limits. The game developer Red had set up a trap, and the unsuspecting Wild LMAO fell right into it. More details about the case will be released once the suspect is put into custody.
So yeah, this is just gonna have to be our strategy here with the cannons only. Alright, I'm gonna stay fully zoomed out for this fight. Dude, look at them. You can actually see the cannonballs now. Watch this side. Alright, I started activating them too late, but here we go. Yep. Oh, are the cannonballs hitting the top? Oh no! I can't break this. Oh. Yeah, do the cannonballs hit the top? They do. Okay, let me get rid of that quickly. Okay, so now we should be good. There we go. And if I go ahead and I set up my camera, I'm gonna set up my camera again, but the geysers won't push me in. And the cannonballs just, like, supposedly, it's the perfect distance for the cannonballs where they just hover straight up. Like, our arena just happened to be the perfect length. I find that so crazy, bro. Alright, we can kill the guys on the left, too, with that. It's so perfect because, like, it'll kill the birds, and it'll bob up and down at the very edge of our shimmer. That's just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Also, I'm totally still using the sentries. Still using the normal stuff. What? Where are my minions going? How come they weren't attacking there? Dude, you can still, like, tilt the cannons with pretty good accuracy, like, pretty efficiently. Oh, bro, what am I doing? I need my crystal to have HP because I think we're going to use it as a distraction from the ogre when he comes. Yo! I should just stay in the middle and use the cannons. I don't know why I keep moving so much. Oh, dude, just look at it working on that bird. Oh, a solar eclipse is happening. Solar eclipse. That's kind of not good. I don't even know if I want to check that out. I mean, I can't even get any drops from it until later. I think I might just die if I fight that. Alright, here we go. Oh, that dude's flying so high up. Dude, we got these little rodents coming again. They're so weird. I mean, I'm assuming they're, like, healing the enemies or something. I don't know. Let's just try to kill it. Tilt the cannon. Alright, ogre wave, ogre wave. He's coming. Yo, wait, why are our bombs blowing up? Oh, I was tilting it too much. I was accidentally tilting it too much and they're blowing up. We only need to kill the ogres, so I'm just gonna focus him completely. Look at him! Look at him! Oh, he's gone. Yeah, we're just gonna turn the cannon. Yeah, he died. Okay, cool. Let that dude just blow up. Appreciate it. Focus to the right. Yeah, in any second it should just end, I'm assuming. Matter of fact, let's go. Ooh. Why is it at 99%? Any second. Another ogre? Whoa! That didn't happen last time. Did that happen last time? Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm very confused. I'm a very confused human currently. And it's a solar eclipse. Okay. So apparently, from the looks of it, what I'm understanding from what just happened is that if you kill one of the ogres too early, it'll just spawn another one and you have to kill that one too. Another ogre? Whoa! Did that happen last time? But if you beat the ogre later in the wave when it's at 99%, then the invasion will just end with a single ogre being killed. Now that's kind of crazy. It's like how fast you can kill it will determine how many spawn and how many you need to beat it. It's kind of weird. I just hit an XQC with that voice line, but so because I needed a butt frick amount of defender medals, I continue to do these events. And even though I only need to kill one ogre and it's better to actually wait until the ogre's close, kill him at 99% so you only have to fight one, I'm just a G, so I was fighting both of them. I was fighting two every single time because I just wanted to. And what I feel like actually allowed me to do that was the fact that I was using explosive traps, first of all. They're one of the better traps. And I was only putting them on the right side, which means basically every single right side enemy would pretty much die. And then I would just be chilling, holding down the left cannon. Not a single mob would come from my right, and I could just wipe out every single mob. And when the ogres would come, I would tilt that cannon down, so more of the cannonballs would hit him. And doing this, I was able to win many times. I'm not sure how many defender medals I got every time I won. I didn't really pay attention to that. I just went to like buy the stuff from the shop after every single attempt. And I just bought what I could. Now, I was extremely surprised that in none of these attempts out of like the 6 times I had to beat the invasion, did I ever get hit by my own boulder. I was waiting for it, bro. I thought it was guaranteed. One of these times when I go to grab mana in between the waves, I would smack my head on a boulder. But the time never came. Very surprising. I even kind of mocked myself because I knew it was coming, but it never came. And also, I just wanted to point out, if you look at the cannonballs like really closely, they get like closer than a pixel close to the floor where they would blow up, but they don't. I just find it crazy that this strategy just perfectly replaced the snowballs. The snowballs would do the exact same thing. They would almost hit the ground, but then they would just bob right at the edge of the arena. So yeah, and I was able to get every single weapon this invasion offers. I'm pretty sure, like, I mean, first of all, they're weird as heck. Weird as heck, I've never used a single one of these. Of course, I've seen them all, but I don't know how to use any of them. Apparently, one of the swords has an ability to block, like a shield. I couldn't figure out how. It just said right click. I was clicking right click. Nothing was happening. I'll have to figure that out later. I don't know. But yes, like I said earlier, one of these weapons I will be using to potentially take out a mech boss in a very interesting way, if everything goes right. And yeah, I was able to buy every single armor set. And my armor set, dude, my whole entire vibe is literally just the epitome of Terraria. I mean, can we talk about this for a second? Like, wizard hat, floating boat, Captain America shield. Sometimes I pull out a fish with bubbles. Like, I'm surrounded by flying pirates. You just don't really get this in other games. And I mean, with the background scenery too, it just makes it even crazier. But I killed the last wave, got the final items I needed, and this event was 100% complete now. Well, until we get to Gollum. I mean, but by the time that comes along, I'll probably be using like some weird ass method to kill the dude. I mean, bro, Betsy, I ain't killing her in a weird way. Like, she ain't a boss, she don't count, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, maybe we'll set up like a bunny cannon or something for her. Who knows? Alright guys, I just came back to this arena that we were working on earlier, and I was trying to like think about like what I want to do with it and stuff like that. I think I decided, first of all, I'm getting rid of all the brown, and I'm painting this gray, the background. And it turns out, if you repaint a placed block with a color, it ends up being a different color on the map compared to if you place it with the color already on, if that makes sense. Like, this is the same color, but depending on whether you place it with paint or you paint it after, it'll change the type of color. Anyways, that's actually extremely annoying, because I'd prefer it to all look like that, but now we're stuck with this muddy ugliness. But it's not a big deal, whatever. Anyways, I just had the most fat peak idea ever with this place. You can kind of see it up here. I don't even really want to spoil what I'm thinking, but you might be able to assume what this is and like what's happening here. This is gonna be the lone tower in this arena. And dude, I'm just thinking like this is gonna be so cool. Like, my world, once this arena is freaking done and fully fleshed out, is gonna be insane. Like, it's gonna be so cool. But I feel like if I want to work a bunch on this place today, bro, like, I feel like it almost just doesn't make sense to put in this video unless I work another like 20 million hours on it. I have another idea. You know, I think we're gonna be using this arena next episode, so I'm gonna save that for next episode. However, there is one thing I wanted to do today. One other thing. I was thinking about killing Queen Slime. I thought of a very unique way to kill her, and it involves the cannon, and it also involves liquid too. We've been doing way too much with liquid recently, I'm not gonna lie. This ain't pushing Terraria's limits, it's pushing Terraria's liquids at this point. But anyways, here's what I'm thinking. While in a test world one day, I spawned in Queen Slime, kind of just to like fight her for fun or something. And I noticed when I went in water, she had a very hard time swimming. Like, she is not buoyant. She is big boned, can't swim, very dense. And then also while watching a YouTube video, I did hear that apparently fighting her in the ocean is actually pretty good. But it made me think, there's a liquid in the game that's even slower and stickier than water. Honey.
Oh, brother!
Now, I know all of y'all are familiar with this liquid if you've been on the channel, been in the series. We used it for honey boulders. We used it for the wall of flesh. I guess it was just those two things. But I was thinking, if we fought her in the giant honey box I used for the wall of flesh, would she just be stuck as heck? So I went to test it. I didn't even have a weapon to kill her with, but I spawned her in. And dude, what happened is she teleports on me, right? And she was so slow to the point where she was hardly moving, but that's not it. I started like getting a little bit low. I started just like running around, flying around. And bro, she did not chase me. Like, you can't even tell I'm in a boss fight right now at all. There's no boss on my screen. I'm not being chased. There's like no enemies. There's no boss, you know? It was like, what the heck? Now, at the same time, I was trying to test out fireworks for a weapon. They're actually extremely underrated. They do a lot of damage. And what they are is they're a trigger finger weapon where there's really no limit on how fast you can shoot these out. It just depends on how many clicks you can do in a second. So they have a lot of potential, but I do end up dying. Oh, her freaking minion. You little rat, bro. I tried the fight again, and I definitely should have brought a hunter potion so I could actually see her in the honey. And honestly, with how slow she is, bro, I'd probably have time to go get a hunter's potion mid-fight. I'm not gonna lie. But I tested out a cannon in the honey, and the damage was massive with only like a few shots, a few seconds. So that gave me the idea. I can carve out a spot in the honey using bubble blocks, and then I'll place a cannon there. And she likes to do this like jump slow move where she like sits in place and tries to stomp you, but because of the honey, she just kind of sits there and slowly moves. And maybe we could use the cannon to kill her in that phase. So I'm trying it out, and I do get some good hits in, but overall, I keep just getting hit by random stuff and dying. Like, I think I spawned her in like 9 different times, and it just kept going wrong. I tried to like combo the fireworks. Anytime I was away from the cannon, I would use those. Then when I was near the cannon, I would use the cannon. And I did get her in her second phase a couple times. But when she's in her second phase, she shoots out like gelatin or something at you. And gelatin, unlike all the other things she shoots out, can't be broken. So they would always hit me and kill me. They're like literally, I was just guaranteed to die. I was using my boat mount, so I was actually fast in honey, which is pretty crazy. That's the only reason I can move in here. Which was kind of just an accident. I just didn't even think about how I was going to move in the honey, but the boat happened to work, so perfect. But I just couldn't kill her. Bro, frick you, man. Come on. And I had all these mini pirates. I had 6 of them. So you would think, if she can't even move, and I'm playing summoner, wouldn't she just get destroyed by my summons? But no. Anytime I'm flying around, my pirates don't know how to attack. So I have to be out of my boat on the ground if they're going to attack. But even then, if Queen Slime is not on the ground, they can't attack. So I need a flying summon if I want to be able to kill Queen Slime, pretty much, with Summoner. And bro, nothing else was working. I think I just really needed the penguins, the red staff in the game that you get from killing Dread Nautilus. That's like my only option as a flying summon. Or I could just use a normal weapon. But the thing is, of course, projectiles in honey are slowed down, so it makes it extremely hard to even kill anything in honey. So I probably want to get the sanguine staff. But for now, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I'm just ending it here. We're not getting into another fat arc in this video. Next video will be some big arcs. I'm thinking we might even get to Plantera by the end of next episode. Probably not. But I wouldn't be surprised in 2 episodes if we were on Plantera. I want to take time to really work on this giant arena, get this world looking juicy in the middle. In this world, I also need to make pylon houses. I haven't even made pylon houses for like my people, dude. I just have the ones I made in like the beginning. So we have a lot of work. I know how I'm gonna kill Skeletron. I know how I'm gonna kill the eyeballs. Maybe, I don't know, we might just use this bow versus Queen Slime. Who knows? You know, there's more stuff to test, but it would be cool to get the Sanguine Staff. That would be awesome. But then we'd have to kill Dread Nautilus, and how are we going to kill him? I don't know, maybe a bunny cannon. You know, it's just anything I would do right now would be an entire giant arc. So it just makes sense to stop the video here with the Old One's army taken care of and all that. So yeah. And we might also use this Old One's army equipment. But yeah, until the next video, you won't be seeing me. Goodbye. I made those sound effects be like while I was playing, bro. That's crazy.